if Louie could get the family together and if they could have a barbecue and a picnic out on their big patio that they had. And Louie was just beside himself. He was so excited. He called up the family. They got it set up for about a week later. And I'll never forget that party. It was just wonderful. Everyone had such a good time. They had music playing out on the patio. I don't know how they did it. They must have brought their stereo outside. And Elvis danced with all my cousins. He signed autographs. He just had a wonderful day. They made hamburgers, which was another one of his favorite foods, which he really enjoyed. And he just became a part of our family. Everyone enjoyed being there with him. And even as a child, I can remember what a wonderful atmosphere it was and how happy everybody was and what a good time Elvis had. And my father was happy, you know, that he could do that for Elvis. So it was just a great time and a great party, and it's one of those things I'll never forget. Elvis, as you know, was very close to his mother Gladys, and when she passed away, that was very devastating for him. And my father sent a telegram consoling him after her death. And he also went to Graceland and spent about 6 weeks up there with Elvis at that time. When my grandmother passed away, my father's mother, Elvis had met her a few times at our house, and he always was very respectful towards her. And when she passed away, Elvis was devastated and very sad for my father because he had recently lost his mother. And he sent us a telegram to console us after her death too. And I thought that was very sweet and very kind of Elvis to do that. Elvis liked Roy Orbison's music. And one time, Roy Orbison was coming very close to our town of Waco to perform in Temple, which is about 30 miles from here. And so my dad, knowing that Elvis thought Roy Orbison was really good, told my mom, we should go see this guy sing. It was in the very early days of Roy Orbison's career. So we loaded us all up and we went to Temple and we saw Roy Orbison's concert that he did there, and he was, of course, wonderful. And after the show, my father went up to him and introduced himself and told him he knew Elvis Presley, and so they talked for a little while. And Roy Orbison said, well, you know, Eddie, I was just getting ready to go eat. Why don't you and your family join us? And Roy, I think, was with his cousin and his father at the time. And so all of us went over to the Golden Dragon, I think was the name of it. It was a real famous Chinese restaurant there in Temple. And we went and ate together with Roy Orbison, and they talked about Elvis and show business and all the new music coming out. And that was a really nice memory, too. This is Elvis's star cap that he's wearing in photos that we have of him. He's also sitting in front of it in one of our home movies because the picture of him wearing the hat is right behind him. He bought these hats, I think he bought a few of them for his friends and entourage, and he bought these in Dallas, and this was Elvis's own hat that he gave to my father to keep. This is a copy of Elvis's personal appearance contract. It's dated October the 12th, 1956. This is a contract for a performance that Elvis did at Waco's Heart of Texas Coliseum, and this is where my father met Elvis. In the contract it says that Elvis was paid $5,000 for his appearance, and the tickets for the show cost $1.50 to $2. The contract is signed by Colonel Parker at the very bottom. There you go. These are home movies made at our house on Lasker in 1956 after Elvis's concert here in Waco. There's my mother, and there I am. There's Elvis, of course, and my father. Some of the guys in the pictures are wearing the star caps that Elvis bought in Dallas. There's one, and there's another one, and another one. That one's a little different. You can see Elvis's hair is longer. This was pre-Army days, so he was still performing with his long sideburns and long hair. My father handed me a ukulele and wanted me to act like Elvis, so that's what I'm trying to do here with the dance steps. There's Elvis shaking his feet to the music, trying to show me how to do